Hello everyone. Today we are here to do the next topic, that is tenses. Actually, the tense is a form of verb that shows the time of action or event. It also indicates the state of an action. It shows at what time the action has taken place. Based on that, we have three types of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Tense basically means the time frame. So in that way we have three time frames: present, past and future. Today we will understand present tense. Present tense tells us what is happening at the moment of speaking, the action or the event that occurs when the speaker talks about it. When the person is speaking at that time, the action that takes place is called the present, to be in present tense. It has basically four forms: simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Present tense basically shows us what is happening right now, or at the time of speaking the things that takes place at that time. So based on that we have four different categories. Let us understand one by one. So first let us see what is simple present tense. In a simple present tense, if we talk about the structure, how do we frame the sentences? Structure means how do we frame the sentences in simple present tense. Now, we have three types of sentences: affirmative, negative and interrogative. Affirmative can be said as statements, or you can say the positive sentences. In these type of sentences, in simple present, what do? First we use the subject and then first form of the verb if the subject is I, you, we, they or plural. If we have any of these subject, then we use only first form of the verb. But if the if the subject is he, she, it or singular, in that case we add s or es to the first form of the verb, and after that we use object. Again, let us understand what is the formation, how do we form the simple present sentences. First subject, then verbs first form only if the subject is I, you, we, they or any plural subject. But if the subject is he, she, it or singular, we add s or es with that first form of the verb, and at the end we use object. Now let us see an example. I like to play. Here I is the subject, like is the first form of the verb and to play is object. Now here, as I said, I, if we have as a subject, we will not add s or es with the verb. So it will be only first form like. But if the subject, now see the next example, if the subject is he, then it will be likes. We will add s or es, like e is already there at the end of the word, so we will add s to it and the verb will become likes. He likes to play. So here we have to basically understand where to add s or es with the first form of the verb. So if the subject is he, she, it or any single subject, then we will add s or es. Like in this case it will become he likes to play, and if it is I, it will be only like, I like to play. Now let us understand what do we do in negative case. Negative case, as you know, we have to add not, we have to add not in the negative sentences. So let us see the structure. First we will take subject, then do or does. After do or does we will add not, then verbs first form and then object. Now here we have to understand where to use do and where to use does. In the first case, as we saw, if the subject is I, you, we, they or plural, where we used only first form of the verb without s or es, in that case we will use do not in negative sentences. And in the second case, where we have taken the subject as he, she, it or any other singular subject, in where we added s or es to the verb, in that case we will use does not. So, in that way it will be do not or does not plus verb's first form and object. Now, in this case, now let us see the example. In negative case, the first example will become I don't like to play. I is the subject, and if it is I, we will use don't and then the first form and then object. So, it becomes I don't like to play. Now, see the second case, if the subject is he, she, it or anything singular, in that case we will use does not. So, it will become he does not like to play. Now, these don't and doesn't are short forms of do not and does not. So, see the structure, he is the subject, then does not, then first form of the verb and then to play. Now, here the common mistake done by the student is with does not, still they add s with the verb. It will not be doesn't likes. Now, this likes will become only like and no s or es with the verb. That s or es will be shifted with do. So, it will become does. So, he does not like to play. Now, see the next case, that is interrogative sentences, where we have questions, how to frame questions in simple present. In that case, this do or does will come in the beginning of the sentence, after that subject, then first form of the verb, then object and then question mark. Don't forget to add question mark at the end. So, again I am repeating, do will come same in the same case where the subject is I, you, we, they or plural. There we will use do in the beginning. If the case is subject is he, she, it or singular, in that case we will use does in the beginning. After that subject, first form of the verb and object. Now, see the example, do they like to play? As I said, in case of the subject I, you, we, they or plural, we will use do in the beginning. So, the sentence will be, do they like to play? And if the subject is he, she, it or singular, we will have does in the beginning. So, it will be, does he like to play? I hope it is clear to you. Now, let us see where to use simple present tense. First is, there are different uses. The first one is to express a habitual action, a habit or a custom, something that happens as a routine work. In that case, we use simple present tense. It can be a habit or it can be a routine work. Like, see the example, he goes for a walk daily. So, it is a routine work or we can say a habit. In that case, we will use simple present, goes. Go is the first form of the verb and after that we will add es. So, he goes for a walk daily. Next, to express universal truths or facts. There are certain things which are actually universally true, which are out of our control, like the sun rises in the east. Now, it is a universal fact that the sun rises in the east. Another example can be the earth revolves round the sun. This is again a universal truth. The earth revolves. Revolve is the first form and we will add s to it. So, it will become revolves in the around the sun. Next can be to indicate a future event which is already planned or arranged. It can also be used for a future event, but only that future event which is already planned and is going to happen in the coming future, like the school reopens on Sunday or Monday, the school reopens on Monday. Here it is fixed that the school is going to reopen on Monday. It's already planned or arranged. So, we can use first form of the verb plus s, reopen plus s becomes reopens. So, here also we can use simple present tense. Next is to indicate the present period. Something which is happening in the present may not be happening right now at this moment. Like, for example, my mother teaches in this school or that school. doesn't mean that right now also my mother has gone to school, but in general we are saying my mother teaches in that school. So, something to indicate the present period. So, these are the uses of simple present tense. Now, let us move to the next tense, that is present continuous tense. First, let us understand the structure. How do we frame the sentences in present continuous tense? Again, we will take three cases: affirmative, negative and interrogative. First, affirmative. Here, subject plus is-mr plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. Continuous actually means something which is continuing, which is in progress. So, the things which are in progress, for that we use ing, and here we use is-mr as helping verb. Is used with he, she, it or any other single subject. Am is used only with I. Are is used with you or plural subjects. With that, we will take first form plus ing and then at the end object. Like for example, he is going to play. So, he is the subject. According to he, the verb, helping verb will be is, then first form go plus ing, going, and then object to play. He is going to play. If it is I, then it will be I am going to play. If it is plural, then it will be they are going to play. Now, let us understand negative sentences. In case of negative, with this helping verb is-mr, we will add not. First in the beginning subject, then is-mr, not, first form, ing and object. Rest remains the same. Only this not will be added with the helping verb is, am or are. So, the example becomes he is not going to play. So, this not will be added with the helping verb is. In case of I, it will be I am not going to play, they are not going to play. I hope it is clear. Now, let us see the interrogative sentences. In this case, this helping verb is-mr will come in the beginning of the sentence, followed by subject, first form, ing, object, and at the end we will use question mark. So, the example will become, are they going to play? Here if the subject is they, so according to they, the helping verb will be are. Are they going to play? If the subject is he, then it will be is he going to play, and don't forget to add question mark at the end. Okay, so this was the structure. Now let us understand where to use present continuous tense. First, it is used to describe the action that is going on at the time of speaking, something which is happening right now, something which is in progress. Like for example, he is eating the breakfast right now. Right now the work which is going on. For that we use present continuous tense. Next, it is used to describe an action which has relevance to the present but necessarily not taking place right now. Like for example, they are building a flyover here. Now, this does not mean that the building work is going on right now also, but something which is happening in the present, not necessarily right now. So, they are building a flyover nowadays, not necessarily that right now also the building work is going on. Next, it can be to show an action that is almost certain to happen or take place in the near future, which has already planned or fixed and is going to happen in the near future. Like, I am leaving for London tomorrow. It is already fixed that I am leaving. Even though it is future, tomorrow, we can use present continuous tense here too. I hope it is clear to you. Now, let us move on to the next tense. The next is present perfect tense. Now, let us first understand the structure, how to use present perfect tense. In case of affirmative sentences, here we use has or have after the subject. First, we will have subject, then has. Now, where to use has? If the subject is he, she, it or singular, then we use has. But if the subject is I, you, we, they, in that case we will use have plus third form of the verb plus object. See the example. He has gone to play. He is the subject and he is the subject, so we will use the helping verb as has. Then gone. Gone is the third form of the verb and then object. To play. If it is I, subject is I, then it will become I have gone to play. Same way, if it is they or anything plural, they have gone to play. Now, in case of negative sentences, with this has or have, we will add not. So, this will become has not or have not. Rest will remain same. Subject in the beginning, has not, have not, then third form of the verb and then object. Like, he has not gone to play. He is the subject, then has not, then third form gone and then object to play. If it is I or they, it will become they have not gone to play. Now, in case of interrogative sentences, this helping verb has or have, it will come in the beginning of the sentence, then subject, then third form of the verb, object and at the end question mark. So, it will become have they gone to play. Have will come in the beginning, then subject, third form, object. Have they gone to play? If it is he, it will become has he gone to play. So, this was the structure of present perfect. Now, let us see where to use present perfect tense. It is used to show completed events, but whose exact moment of completion is not known. Means the work is over, but we do not know exactly when it got over. Like, he has washed the dishes. The work is over, it's not going on right now. So, we use present perfect like he has washed the dishes. Next is to show the action that has just been completed, the work which is over recently. We have just finished our tea. The work got over recently, just completed. In that case also we use present perfect tense. Next is to talk about an action which started in the past but is still continuing. It started sometime in the past but is still going on. Like, they have lived in Delhi for 20 years. Means they came before 20 years and still living in Delhi. So, the work started in past and is still going on. So, they have lived in Delhi for 20 years. So, these were the uses of present perfect tense. Now, let us move to the next tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. Let us understand the structure first. In case of affirmative sentences, now here again if you see the word continuous means something in progress. So, we will use ing, subject plus has have plus been plus first form ing, and here in present perfect continuous tense we use since and for also. Now, we will understand where to use since and for in the next slide. Let us see the structure first. Subject, has have, been, first form plus ing, as it is continuous, something will be in continuity, and since and for. These are used to show the time frame actually. See the example. He has been playing since morning. He is the subject and according to he we will use has, then been, then first form plus ing, play plus ing, playing, and we will also show the time frame. Since morning means he started playing in the morning. So, he has been playing since morning. Now, let us come to the negative sentences. Subject plus has have, not, been, first form, ing and since and for. Not will be added after has or have. Rest will remain same. He has not been working for an hour. It can be either since morning or for an hour, means he played for 1 hour. Here since morning means the work started in the morning. Again let us see, he has not been working for an hour. Now let us see the interrogative sentences. In interrogative, this helping verb has or have will come in the beginning of the sentence, followed by subject, been, first form, ing, and then since or for. Have they been working for an hour? Have is the helping verb which will come in the beginning, then subject they, been, first form ing, for an hour. Have they been working for an hour? If it is he, if the subject is he, this will become has he been working for an hour. I hope the structure is clear. Now let us see where to use present perfect continuous tense. It is used to express an action that began in the past but is still going on. And here we have to show the duration also, that when did it start or for how long it went on. Like he has been going to the gym for a year now. He has been going. This is the structure for present perfect continuous. Has been going to the gym for a year now, something that started in the past but is still going on, and we also have to show the time frame. This for a year now shows the duration for how long the work is going on. Next, it can be, now let us understand where to use for or since. For is used to show period or duration of time. It shows the duration of time for how long the work is going on. Like for an hour or for 2 years means the work was going on for 2 years or the work was going on for an hour. It does not show the beginning of the work, that when did the work start. Whether it started in the morning or evening or in the afternoon, we do not know, but it is going on for an hour. It's going on for 1 hour, but we do not know when did it start. Same way, if we say he has been living here for 2 years, means he is living for 2 years, but when did he start living, that we do not know. So here the beginning of the work time is not clear, but the duration is shown. Next one is since. Now since is used to show when did the work start or when did the work begin. Like since morning, the work started in the morning. Since 2020 means the work started in 2020. Since Monday means the work started on Monday. So here we show when did the work start, and we do not know for how long it went on. It went on for 1 year or 2 year or 1 week or 1 hour, that we are not clear, but we mention the time when did it start. Like since morning, he has been playing since morning, means he started playing in the morning. So these were the uses of present perfect continuous tense. I hope this is clear to you. Now let us revise what did we do today in today's class. In today's class we studied about the present tense. The present tense tells us about the happening or at the moment of speaking, the action or event that occurs when the speaker talks about it. It has 4 forms: simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So today we studied all of these 4 tenses which are a part of present tense only, and we studied how to frame the sentences and where to use that particular tense. I hope today's lesson is clear to you. Thank you.